bet you're dying to know what step 3 is. Remember the story of the 3 little pigs? Your friends did. How the first pig hid in a locker, and the big bad wolf blew it down and ate him. How the second pig hid in a bathroom stall, and the wolf blew that down and ate him too. So, have you decided what you're going to do? You bite your nails.
What have you got to be nervous about? You're in the safest place in Arkham Asylum. Nothing getting through those doors. You made a good bet.
Just like that third little pig. He had it figured out.
When faced with uncertainty, he took a risk and built his house of bricks. And no matter what that wolf did, he couldn't get in. Which brings us to our third and final step. Will the gamble pay off? You, see why gambling's a good thing? You gotta gamble to take a risk. It's the only thing that makes life worth living. That's the only reason to gamble. To win.
But like anything, you have to be ready for the 2 possible outcomes, winning and losing. You have to be prepared when it doesn't pay off, when the cat dies, or the ship sinks, or the big bad wolf realizes that the house has a chimney. And he's brought dynamite as a housewarming gift.
But you made it this far, and that's commendable. You'll do better next time. You'll figure it out. Whenever I'm having trouble and not feeling myself, just think of the 3 steps. It's always worked for me.
Hello, sir. I was watching when I was going to hear your voice.
Arkham's blocked cell signal to the island.
I suppose that voice works as well. You'll be needing your delivery then.
5th floor, stair window.
Ready on this end. Any luck finding Mrs. Gordon?
She's not in the medical center. That leaves the patient wing.
The GCPD's grown restless. You might be running out of time.
As soon as she's out, tell Gordon to move in.
The bullet passed through. Don't worry. We have an excellent doctor right here on hand at Arkham. I can tell by your face you recognize who that is. I was just as surprised as you were when Gordon told me that he was still alive. It's been quite the burden to bear. A secret that could destroy an entire city. Now it's your burden. You'll survive. But will your campaign? How will the voters know who to trust when they find out their white knight is a murderer? You really think people are gonna believe that you had him here for 2 years and you didn't know about it? In your hospital? It's quite the scandal. Reporters are sharks. And when they smell blood in the water, could start a whole chain reaction of investigations. Why you didn't know about Dent? How you couldn't stop a massacre? How you acquired this place? Your secret is safe with me, Mr. Luther. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. When are we free to leave? Your half of the deal's almost done. You can have your freedom then.
Party's stable, Tommy.
All right, so find a window of opportunity, get in close, and make the pull.
You're telling me how to do my job?
Tommy, Hart is stable.
Good. As soon as she's got the phone, I'm gonna need you to handle Arkham. Just inject him with a sedative, unless you'd rather slit his throat with a 10-blade. I'd help if I could, but my hands are gonna be full.
With what? The surgery? I thought we were faking that.
Barb, you told Arkham yourself that it was time to pull the plug.
Well, that was before we had a woman who gave us a heart. You said we can't let this woman die in vain, and you said she could survive the surgery.
So we can stay here and do every procedure this lunatic demands?
What I want us to do is get Mrs. Arkham to the hospital where some other professionals can make a decision. I'm not going to stay here held hostage watching you play God.
Barbara.
This is the last surgery you and I will work on. When we get out of here, if we get out of here, I'm leaving Gotham.
She does have a point.
I really do not want to discuss ethics with you right now.
And for the record, I'm AB positive.
More the universal taker, huh?
Let's begin.
I know you're here. Pointless for either of us to hide. I've been thinking a lot about when we were children. Two kids weren't supposed to be friends, yet we became inseparable. I showed you that life wasn't so nice once you left those mansion walls. You showed me those walls were attainable. We both worked hard, found success. I was there at your wedding. You were there for both of mine. I was at the hospital for the birth of your daughter, for God's sake. How did our paths lead us here? I'll tell you. You betrayed me, Carl. But I forgive you. Just as I hope you'll forgive me for what happened to your wife. I'm not trying to talk my way out of this. I'm just saying it was good while it lasted.
We met once. Fundraiser appearance. It was mutually beneficial for the, both of us at the time. We shook hands, my stocks went up, and you became DA of the finest city in the country. I don't really remember it much, actually. I was a bit self-absorbed at the time. Who am I kidding? I've always been self-absorbed. Tough crowd. But there is one thing I remember. And that's just how certain you were on everything. No shades of gray. Just black and white. Right and wrong. He was infectious. Even to me. No wonder you won. What happened to you? They said you died.
Harvey Dent is dead.
No, there's more to you than that. You're more than just a two-faced monster. I still see the same look in your eye I saw then. A man of courage. A man who's honest. A man who would be good for this country. It's not too late to come back, Harvey.
We would never get away with it.
Little plastic surgery, the best psychiatric help money could buy. I could use you, Harvey. You could keep me honest.
We can't leave.
Yes, we can, Harvey. How does vice president sound?
Oh, that would sound great to Harvey. But didn't you hear? Harvey's dead. We weren't talking to you.
Think of younger days when I lived for my life. Was everything a man could want to do. I could never see rain fall down. Tell me, how can you stop that old sun from shining? What makes the world go round? And how can you mend this broken man? Yeah. How can a loser ever win? Somebody please help me mend my Tell me, la 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 la.
That's my father.
Your father's a murderer, Andrea.
He's all I have left.
Revenge only leads to two graves. Your father's already chosen his path. You can walk away from this.
Would you have walked away if there had been a chance you could have saved your family? You have to protect him. Please.
I'm not here for him.
Do you know why you're gonna win? Campaign promises. It's what politicians do to get voters to like them, delegates to trust them, and the media to adore them. And the public falls for it every time. But you know who doesn't? Your opponent. Most of the time, it's because they're as fake and corrupt as you are. But sometimes, it's because you're facing someone who actually stands for something. Black and white, right and wrong. We now stand for both sides of the coin. For justice. So where does justice stand on you? We're gonna flip this coin. Heads, you get to walk out of here. Tails? Not so lucky. Seems fair for a man like you. A man who covers up all his shades of gray with white. But at least in Gotham, criminals aren't afraid to show you who they are.
Shut up and flip your damn coin. Let's get this over with.
promised.
We said we wouldn't kill you, but we can't speak for the public.
Taking her off bypass. Focus cardiac massage. I'm gonna charge pedals.
Check patient.
Tommy! Hang 2 units of blood. I need suction.
What was happening?
Shrapnel caused the aorta to rupture.
She's bradycardic, rate of 40 and dropping.
1 milligram of epi. I need to clamp this bleed.
Epi's in, O2 sat dropping down to 50%.
Arkham, I need another pair of hands.
Have your nurse do it.
She's busy. Your wife is gonna die. I need your help here now. What are we doing? Sutures are not holding. It's too much pressure. Hand me that cross clamp. Good.
BP is stabilizing.
Okay. We're not out of the woods yet here. Let's start closing her up. Can we get some suction over here? Put some pressure on this left ventricle.
Hi.